Thank you. Thank you. My name is Estelle Kim, and I would like to welcome everyone here today to Youth Central's Youth of Distinction Awards, also known as YODA.
Hi, I'm Emerson, another one of your MCs for our second virtual YODA Awards ceremony.
Another virtual ceremony, I know. Not the light at the end of the tunnel you were hoping for. But if you haven't seen last year's virtual ceremony, it was awesome. I think the Oscars took inspiration from us. My name is Priya and I will be your third MC for today.
Admittedly, there are many challenges that we faced as a community this year, which makes us all the more overjoyed to bring an occasion to celebrate. The Youth of Distinction Awards recognizes the outstanding impact that youth make in our community. My name is Eric, and I'll be your fourth MC for today.
YODA celebrates youth through the following categories: Advocacy, Arts and Culture, Innovate, Leadership, Environment, Peer Support, Perseverance, Sportsmanship, and Volunteer. My name is Cindy, and I am another one of your MCs.
And my name is Azad Gill, and we will all be your MCs for today's virtual YODA 2021 awards ceremony. Thank you all so much for coming. We are also all members of the YODA Steering Committee, which means we were the ones that went through all of the nominations and deliberated over who would walk away from today's awards with the title of finalist and recipient.
Today is a day of celebration and learning about some of these amazing youth. With the help of our fantastic videographers, Dreamwakes, we hope to create an unforgettable experience for all our nominees.
We would love to see you at home watching our virtual ceremony. Feel free to post a photo and tag us at Youth Central YYC with the hashtag YODA2021. Show some spirit by commenting on the live stream and cheer on our 27 finalists.
The thing that makes YODA what it is all of the amazing nominations we receive detailing some truly amazing people in our city. This year, we received 104 nominations. A big thank you to all of our nominators, whether you're family members, friends, teachers, or have some other relationship to the nominee. Thank you for taking a part in recognizing much deserving youth in our city.
As a committee, we spent over 150 hours selecting the amazing finalists that you'll hear about today. It was really difficult to choose just 27 finalists, as all the nominations were amazing.
Finally, we would like to extend a big thank you to our program coordinators, Michelle Hodkins, Ross Doy, and Peony Wong, for supporting us every step in making this awards become a reality. Now, we'd like to invite up the Co-Executive Director of Youth Central to say a few words. Please welcome Lisa Kindry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa Kindry, Executive Director of Youth Central. On behalf of the board and staff, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and celebrate with us. We wish we could have been together this year, but instead we have to celebrate from the safety of our homes once again. Youth Central is a charitable nonprofit here in Calgary that is focused on providing empowering opportunities for youth to find and build their communities. The Youth of Distinction Awards is one of the 8 programs that we have here at Youth Central. We started YODA because there were very few awards given out to young people for anything other than sports and academics, and we felt more youth deserved recognition for the choices they make in their lives. Congratulations to all of the nominees. You are truly an inspiration to everyone. You have improved the lives of those around you and have made our community a better place. You are true leaders and role models for others. This is why we are celebrating you. You will definitely leave a lasting legacy on the Calgary community. There are many people who need to be thanked. To start off, I want to thank the YODA committee, who rose to the challenge once again this year to create an amazing virtual celebration. This year, the committee gave over 150 hours. Although they held their meetings virtually this year, their dedication to the program is inspiring and appreciated. Thank you for your time, your effort, and your creativity. I want to thank everyone who took the time to nominate a deserving youth this year. Without you seeing the value in these young people, we would be unable to have this celebration. I want to thank our generous award sponsors, ConocoPhillips Canada, the Friends and Family of Al Duer, RBC, Sandstone Asset Management, Smart Technologies, and TD Bank Group. These sponsors have been supporting the program for many years. Thank you for your ongoing support of Youth Central and the young people in our community. We have 2 new award sponsors who joined the celebration this year, the Hunter Family Foundation and Sentinel Storage. Thank you so much for your support. I want to thank our ceremony sponsors, Calvert Home Mortgage, ConocoPhillips Canada, Harry and Martha Cohen Foundation, Macco Financial, Rotary Club of Calgary East, and Smart Technologies. Thank you for supporting the ceremony this year. I want to thank the Youth Central staff, especially Michelle, Peony, and Roz, for their work supporting the committee and pulling together this celebration. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate with us and watch these videos of these amazing and talented young people. Thank you.
Thanks again to Lisa for her kind welcome. To the audience today, you're going to learn about our impressive list of finalists and more about the amazing things they're doing. To our finalists, thank you for being you and inspiring everyone around you. Let me pass it off to Priya to start us off with the awards.
Our first category today is advocacy. Over the past year, we've seen numerous examples of people leading the way for change and a better future for everyone. From the Black Lives Matter movement to the climate protest to our own city banning conversion therapy. People have been standing up for something greater than themselves. To be a leading voice for change is a position that demands confidence, drive, and passion. The advocacy category acknowledges youth who recognize the need for change and are willing to stand up and lend their voice to a greater community or cause.
The Advocacy Award is awarded to a youth who commits time and energy lending their voice to a cause to bring about change. To receive this award, the nominee demonstrates passion and conviction. ALAZNE KAISAR. ALAZNE is passionate about journalism, international politics, and social justice. Growing up in Kashmir, ALAZNE was surrounded by social turbulence from a young age. Determined to do something about it, she knew that educating herself on politics was the best way for her to expose the social issues around her and spread awareness of injustices happening in her conflict-torn country. She immersed herself in world affairs, learning about intricacies of economics and governance. Now, living in Canada, she is encouraging other youth to do the same and has created a place for them to have their voice heard. ALAZNE created a successful international recognized nonprofit called the Written Revolutions, where she provides youth a platform to speak up against social injustices in the world through creative expression such as journalism, photography, and poetry. She gives youth a space to demonstrate their ideas and opinions, all while tackling the age-old notion of you are too young for politics. Through the Written Revolutions, she provides workshops, training, and events for youth around the world. ALAZNE's goal is to pursue a degree in political science and international relations, where she hopes to continue her work, shining a light on social issues. She is a professional, driven, and ambitious leader who uplifts other youths and reminds them that they are not too young to make a difference in the world. There is no doubt that ALAZNE will become an outstanding leader in this field. JOLIE Gunn. When JOLIE was in grade 9, she realized that she wanted to be a lawyer, but was quickly discouraged when she found little to no opportunities to get involved in high school. She became determined to create her own opportunities while also creating opportunities for other young students experiencing the same dilemma. Over the last 4 years, JOLIE has been a champion for many causes. She has started nonprofit organizations, Youth Leaders in Law, has run a speech program for over 300 youth with disabilities, and has worked with UNICEF, UN Women, and the RCMP by advising policymakers on how to support marginalized communities. JOLIE has become a multidimensional, analytical, and considerate person. By listening to people's stories and working with people from all sorts of backgrounds, she's able to approach everything with an incredibly open mind. She formulates phenomenal calls to action that are detailed and thoughtful. JOLIE intends to become a healthcare lawyer in the future, in hopes of advancing access to healthcare and fair treatment for all people. She hopes to combine her knowledge of government, policymaking, and law to advocate for those who need medical support. In April, she will be working with the United Nations ECOSOC Council as Canada's youth delegate and will work with representatives from other countries to discuss how to move forward through the pandemic. Specifically, she will be representing Canada and the struggles that marginalized Canadians have faced, and how the international community can support their most vulnerable. RHEA BHALLA. Throughout her life, RHEA has been challenged as someone who stutters. Stuttering has always been an incredible struggle for RHEA. It has been the reason she chose not to raise her hand in school, unable to express thoughts into words. It is her greatest adversary and her biggest strength. It is only through extensive practice, volunteerism, and persistence that she is able to say proudly that she lives with a speech impediment. RHEA is an active and frequent volunteer at the University of Alberta's Institute of Stuttering Treatment and Research, and brings positive energy and compassion to her role as the youngest leader and founder of a stuttering support group in Canada. Her goal is to create a community that exists for the next generation of people who stutter, as there was no support group in Calgary that existed before this one. She hopes that by speaking and sharing in a supporting setting, members of Calgary's stuttering support group can summon the courage to go out in the world and speak without the fear of failure. Through her support group, she has seen the evolution of societal perspectives towards individuals, youth in particular, who struggle with a disability. She has seen triumphants, failures, and every possible outcome in between. She has seen what it truly means to support one another, to share in the pursuit of common goal, and create a society where children are raised to embrace and accept their flaws.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabriela Cisneros, District Lead for Calgary North for TD Canada Trust, and I'm very happy to join you today by video. I'm so inspired by all of you and the amazing things that you do. At TD, we're very proud to support Youth Central and the Youth of Distinction Awards. At TD, we want to help young people be prepared for their future and make the world better for everyone. We're proud to sponsor the Advocacy Award as it celebrates youth who are passionate about bringing change into their community. Congratulations to our 3 finalists, ALAZNE, JOLIE, RHEA BHALLA. And now it's time to announce the winner. It is with great pleasure I bring to you the recipient of the 2021 Advocacy Award, JOLIE. Congratulations, JOLIE.
Well, here we are for the Youth of Distinction Awards. I'm Councillor Diane Colley-Urquhart, and for those who don't know me, I am the City of Calgary elected official for Ward 13. It is an important occasion to have this opportunity to commend you and congratulate all of the outstanding youth who are finalists in the 2021 Youth of Distinction Awards. Wow, this is an extraordinary achievement and demonstrated a commitment to such excellence. Our city needs incredible young people just like you who are committed to bettering our community through advocacy, through arts and culture, the environment, leadership, peer support, perseverance, sportsmanship, and volunteerism. So as finalists, you are all so worthy of this award in your respective fields. Your leadership, your dedication provide such a positive impact on not only your peers, but the citizens alike in our great city. So bravo, everyone.
Emerson, what are you doing?
Oh, just finishing up some artwork. Just like many of the youth nominated for the Arts and Culture Award. Although not all youth nominated for this award pursue the visual arts, they use their artistic expression to push boundaries and beautify the community. With the Arts and Culture Award, we want to celebrate those that are building up the artistic community in Calgary.
The Arts and Culture Award is awarded to a youth who demonstrates passion for arts and culture, including music, theater, dance, film, or visual arts. The nominee is committed to helping others understand the importance of art in their community through acts like mentoring, teaching, fundraising, and raising awareness. Jerry Lee. Jerry is passionate about music. He's an extremely talented pianist and equally gifted as a composer, having won the silver medal for both disciplines from the Alberta Registered Music Teacher Association. In 2019, he placed 4th in the national finals of the Canadian music competition. Jerry has earned first-class honors with distinction for his associate diploma from the Royal Conservatory of Music and is working now towards the even higher licentiate exam. Jerry was the first to ever be showcased as a composer at Calgary Performing Arts Festival Gala, formerly Kiwanis, with 12,000 annual participants in its 91-year history. Jerry is a very dedicated, enthusiastic, and caring teacher, teaching 3 to 7 students each week. He really wants to help children learn and share the joy of music. Jerry is the co-founder and president of From Art to Heart, a non-profit that aims to connect and impact the community through the art of music. The largest part of their program is the private piano lesson program, which offers lessons for $0 to $10 to students in need. Since the program began in July 2020, they have had nearly 50 students and 50 teachers register from all across Canada and the US, with branches currently in Alberta, BC, and Ontario. Jerry has been instrumental in creating an original, free-to-use 11-lesson curriculum, complete with video lessons and created music and homework sheets. They also provide free training and resources to their teachers, including a teacher's guide. KATHERINE LANGDON. Katie is deeply passionate about all forms of art, experimenting in painting, drawing, and tattooing. Katie has completed all the related coursework and also enjoys mentoring other students as she expands her appreciation for the arts. Her current passion is one she is pursuing, practicing, and perfecting, is mural work. Katie has been experimenting with graffiti art and has participated in a number of large-scale projects in Calgary and across Canada. Katie has been a contributor to Walnut YYC and the Walnut Mural Festival, Bowness Main Street Revitalization Project, and the Beltline Urban Murals Project. In addition, Katie has also worked with the Vancouver Substance of Addiction Center, creating a mural in their space. Katie's goal to further her arts education has inspired her to finish high school. This goal seemed unrealistic several years ago, but the more she engaged with her art, the more she grew passionate about furthering her training. This has inspired her to apply herself to her coursework and work towards graduation. Practicing her art has also inspired her to grow as a person as she puts herself out there, taking chances, experimenting, and learning from experience. Katie is still deciding on schools, choosing between the Emily Carr University of Art and the School of Art Institute of Chicago, where she has received a substantial scholarship. With her training, she hopes to contribute her mural work by bringing art to those who traditionally do not have access to formal art galleries. LANA MIHAJLOVIC. LANA is incredibly passionate about music leadership. LANA has maintained an intensive academic schedule while being involved in several leadership and music programs at her school. As a trombone player in the concert band, symphonic band, and wind ensemble, LANA also volunteers up to 20 hours a week as a teaching assistant to the Fine and Performing Arts program and is a senior member and chairperson for the School Band Leadership Executive. LANA has responded to the impact of the pandemic on music education with ingenuity, determination, and resilience. She has been leading initiatives that have enabled the music program of 325 students to meet the AHS protocols to playing instruments by complying with 2-meter distancing and entry-exit protocols in the main gym and cafeteria. LANA also helped organize virtual events and concerts to continue to uplift her peers. She has taken on updating, managing, and instrument inventory, music copying preparation for students, fee management, music library organization, equipment repairs, and the list goes on. LANA's passion for the arts is evident through her devoted efforts, of which she seeks no recognition. LANA's ability to engage in every activity with a desire to give her best and to help others do their best is truly authentic. Consistent in her music leadership by example, she holds herself to the highest level of integrity, respect, and class. This experience will enable her to continue to be a positive change maker, contributing to arts and culture in our society well into the future.
Hi, I'm Brent Pickerel. I'm the president of Sandstone Asset Management. We are so proud to sponsor this year's Youth of Distinction Award for the Arts and Culture category. First, congratulations to all three finalists, Jerry Lee, Catherine Langdon, and LANA MIHAJLOVIC. Someday we will get to meet in person, but for now, I am excited to announce that the recipient for this year's Arts and Cultural Award is Jerry Lee. Congratulations, Jerry.
Thank you to Brent from Sandstone Asset Management for announcing our Arts and Culture recipient. Hey, Cindy. I think you have an email that you might need to check.
Oh yeah, you're right. I just got an email from my team leader about a new volunteer project. Now I am all ready to go. In 2020, Youth Central engaged over 1,000 youth, contributed 16,640 hours to the community, and offered 381 volunteer projects. There are a number of impactful volunteers that help us shape the community that we have today. The work that they have done is not only limited to their hours, but also includes the positive influence they have had on the people around them. Our finalists for this category are youth who have dedicated their time and shared their passion through volunteering.
The Volunteer Award is awarded to a youth who is truly selfless and dedicated to helping others. Though not necessarily in a leadership role, the nominee has shown commitment to bettering their community by volunteering their time to help a cause they feel passionate about. JORJA, ZEBAK. JORJA has a younger brother with special needs. She has always been close with him and has a passion for working with children with special needs after seeing the lack of opportunity for socialization he received. JORJA was motivated to cultivate change in her community on all levels. JORJA consistently works to better her community by volunteering her time through several organizations with the intention of improving the quality of life for those around her. JORJA has become an assistant for the special needs classroom with her school, building connections with students. Along with this, JORJA has done specialty pop-up events with LEAH, Office of the Child, and Youth Advocate, and on the weekends, she spends time reading to and working with families of children with learning disabilities. In recent months, JORJA has also been volunteering with the Access Group at Henry Wisewood and volunteers with Youth Central several times per week. Her work includes recording positive messages for phone lines, writing letters to senior citizens, teaching seniors how to use technology, and creating art. Through her volunteering experiences, JORJA ensures those around her feel welcome and validated, and enters the communities with optimism. Her leadership skills have expanded and she is always willing to help anyone that needs it. Over the summer, JORJA will be working with children in a play setting and plans to volunteer with Between Friends. In the future, she plans to pursue a career with working with special needs children, advocating and integrating them into society. Emma Cross. Emma has a willingness and desire to help others, treating everyone with kindness. Having struggled with various health and personal issues over the years, Emma doesn't let this get in her way. She sees this as an opportunity to educate others about mental health and awareness campaigns. There are no events or happenings at her school that Emma does not volunteer for, often going out of her way to see how she can contribute. She has taken it upon herself to create information booths about mental illness and has prepared presentations where she has shared her own story to encourage students to reach out for help. In addition to this, she participates in fundraisers and volunteered countless hours to help her teachers and school community. She helped organize over 600 personalized cards for local seniors' homes. The cards were made by students, but Emma took hours of her own time to sort them alphabetically and by name so that seniors' homes could easily distribute the cards to their residents. She also looked over the more than 200 residents' names to make sure that each resident had at least 2 cards. Emma has risen above her challenges and has made the best of her situation. She has made incredible progress by taking on leadership initiatives in her community and school to even welcome various international students into her home. Emma has a willingness to step outside of her comfort zone and selfless and caring, despite her own struggles. JOVIN KHUNKHUN. JOVIN has a passion to help those that are less fortunate. Over the past 5 years, JOVIN has grown and expanded his contributions to the community. He loves to give back to others as he loves to see the smile on people's faces. JOVIN enjoys being a role model to those that are younger than him and encourages the adults in the community to make a positive impact in their city. Giving back is a way of life for JOVIN, due to his upbringing and the role models that he has. Earlier this year, JOVIN started the Mask for a Cause Pay It Forward movement. He gathered a team of volunteers to make over 2,000 masks and raised over $20,000 for food banks and other charities. He was also able to raise monetary donations and purchased over 300 toques, socks, and gloves for the homeless population and made over 250 lunches and collected clothing for the Bear Clan Patrol. JOVIN also cuts grass in the summer, clears snow, and makes ice rinks in the winter. During the pandemic, his focus was on ice rink maintenance and motivated other youth to come out and volunteer with him. Over the years, JOVIN has developed some phenomenal leadership skills. He has expressed interest in working with many organizations, but is limited due to the pandemic. JOVIN has done a lot of pandemic-safe, self-motivated activities over the previous year and will continue to be an active member of the community as restrictions are lifted.
Hi, I'm Jenna Chivers, Corporate Partnership Manager with Sentinel Storage. As a company that prides itself on supporting healthy communities across Canada, we are so proud to sponsor this year's Youth of Distinction Awards in the volunteer category. Congratulations to all 3 of the finalists, JORJA ZEBAK, Emma Cross, and JOVIN KHUNKHUN. It is my pleasure to announce the recipient of this year's volunteer award is JOVIN KHUNKHUN. Congratulations, JOVIN, on this well-deserved honor for your incredible work with Mask for a Cause, supporting food banks and the homeless. Your dedication to giving back to the community through volunteerism is exemplary, and we thank you for your leadership and dedication to making a difference.
Hi, I'm Naheed Nenshi, Mayor of Calgary, and I am so excited to be here with you all at the Calgary Zoo having this beautiful lunch celebrating all of the winners of this year's Youth of Distinction Awards. Or maybe I'm just standing here all alone in my office, because that's 2020 for you and 2021 for you. That's COVID for you. But you know what? Despite the fact that we can't be together in person, today we are celebrating extraordinary achievement by so many people. And I want to congratulate all the nominees, all the finalists, and I want to congratulate all the winners for building community. Now, some people will tell you that you are the leaders of tomorrow, and I will tell you that that is not true. You're not. You're leaders today. You're leaders right now. You're leaders in your schools, in your families, in your communities, in your city, in your country, in your world. And that makes me deeply, deeply grateful. So if you're winning in perseverance or sportsmanship or peer support or all the other categories, it means you're making a difference in your own life, and critically, your service is making a difference in the lives of others. And I'm very grateful for it. Now, this is going to be my last YODA as your mayor. And I'm so sad that we're not together and I can't meet you and take ridiculous selfies. But I do want to take this opportunity to say a special thanks to everyone at Youth Central. Penny and Roz and the whole team, you've been so supportive of me for so many years. But more important, you've helped so many young people create a new and better future and make our community better. So even though this is my last YODA as your mayor, I know that I am leaving this city in incredibly good hands, in all of your hands. And I am deeply grateful that I get to live in a city with all of you in it. Congratulations to everyone.
I'm just setting the atmosphere to welcome the incredible youth in this year's environmental category. Like busy bees, these youth are working incredibly hard to make a sustainable future for everyone. As we all know, our planet is in tremendous need of help. And like worker bees, these youth are driven to create a more sustainable future for future generations. We're proud to recognize all the contributions these youth are making to our community. Just like how we all need to save the bees, these youth are saving the environment. Please give a warm, buzzing welcome to this year's finalists.
The Environment Award is awarded to a youth who is committed to improving the environment and reducing environmental degradation. The nominee will have achieved results and made the world a little greener. IVANA MENDEZ JIMENEZ. IVANA is committed to helping the environment. She finds comfort in the natural world and wishes to protect and conserve it for future generations. IVANA wants to help others forge a connection with the environment as she feels it is crucial in reversing the effects of climate change and healing society's relationship with nature. IVANA is currently working with a non-profit, youth-led environmental group called Earth Guardians YYC. The biggest project she has contributed to is called Flower of Waste, an art piece made by reusable materials such as single-use plastic bags and an old table. Its goal was to encourage upcycling and raise awareness about plastic pollution. To go along with the art piece, IVANA educated others by presenting virtual to local schools, sharing ideas on how younger generations can be involved in the fight against climate change in attainable ways. IVANA's dedication to Earth Guardians YYC has inspired her team to continue work on their projects despite setbacks. IVANA consistently shows up to support other team members and steps into a leadership position when needed. IVANA's passion for nature has guided her to her future career choice. She will be studying Earth and Environmental Sciences at UBC's Okanagan next September. IVANA hopes to find a career where she can continue to help the environment in a professional setting. In the meantime, IVANA is working towards the goal of reducing her own environmental footprint by maintaining a vegetarian diet and finding reusable options for common disposable items. JADE JANZEN. Jade's passion for the environment started in grade 7 when she completed a social studies project on plastic. The amount of single-use plastic being used bothered her, and she wanted to do something about it. She began talking to businesses, councillors, and the mayor of Cochrane, and gave a presentation to the town council asking them to ban single-use plastic bags and straws. Jade continued to use her voice and started an organization called Lives with Less Plastic. Jade has been visiting classrooms in person and virtually for the last 3 years, and has become an experienced presenter and educator. She has adapted her presentations to different grades and audiences, and is passionate about helping others understand what steps they can take to reduce their environmental footprint. She has also influenced and inspired others to join Lives with Less Plastic, and has encouraged her school leadership group to get involved. Most recently, the group applied and got a grant to install solar panels on the school roof and helped organize 2 garbage cleanups in Cochrane. Jade works tirelessly to promote knowledge and action through social media. She has learned that not everyone will support what she is doing, but she is committed to continuing her work despite some opposition. She has plans on taking environment and science-related courses in university, possibly going into medicine and focusing on the effects of environment on human health. Ben Green. Ben grew up gaining experiences in the Canadian Rockies on family camping trips and adventures. While these experiences laid the foundation for his actions today, more recently he has been motivated to create real change. Ben saw that youth had no real voice in decision-making in these special places. This ultimately led him and his friends to create the Canadian Rockies Youth Summit and subsequently CR Youth Network, where youth collaborate on conservation action projects across dozens of communities. Currently, Ben is helping to lead a legacy project based on the original summit. Each year, students from across BC and Alberta would be supporting in taking on the conservation projects. During the pandemic, he spoke during province-wide town halls held in regards to the Defend the Parks campaign. Ben is also a member of the Calgary Foundation's Youth Council and has helped to design Grow Alberta, an initiative where thousands of students received free seed kits. In May, Ben's team will host an online version of their youth summit. As a lead-up, the team has designed a series of workshops featuring knowledge building, Indigenous learning, outdoor activities, and collaborative action for conservation in the Rockies. Ben has also secured funding to be able to grant each community startup funds for their own conservation projects. In Ben's own words, "We envision a world where this group of youth are recognized as a legitimate body of organizations to seek out and consult with, whose opinions are not only held but listened to."
Hello, I'm Ross Docker. I'm the VP of Finance for ConocoPhillips here in Canada. Once again, we are proud and delighted to be sponsoring this year's Youth of Distinction Award Environment category. We had 3 excellent candidates in IVANA MENDEZ JIMENEZ JANZEN, and Ben Green. I wish we were able to meet in person, however, this time that's just not possible. So without further ado, I'll announce this year's recipient of the Environmental Award as Ben Green. Congratulations, Ben. Well done.
Thank you, Ross from ConocoPhillips, for announcing this year's recipient in the environment category. I think we have a very special presentation coming up.
I would now like to introduce you to the YODA Ensemble, led by yours truly. YODA Ensemble, now let's warm up. Now we will tune on a B flat in the count of 3. 1, 2. Azad. We know you were the soloist of last year's YODA ceremony, but this ensemble is a team effort. We must play as a group.
I'm sorry. You're right, Estelle. You're a really great leader.
Thanks, Azad. Online meetings have been our best friend this year. While it will never be as good as meeting in person, it has remained the space for youth to work on initiatives that improve the community. With the Leadership Award, we want to recognize the youth that have bettered the community of Calgary through their dedication and drive.
The Leadership Award is awarded to a youth who takes on a leadership role to bring out positive change to their school or community. The nominee will demonstrate responsibility and drive, as well as an initiative in starting new projects and programs. Joshua Cheng. At the beginning of grade 8, Joshua switched schools to Westmount Charter due to being bullied. He was timid and shy, often avoiding conversation. Over the past year, Joshua has grown into a person who isn't afraid to take risks. This motivation seemingly came out of the blue, and after he got comfortable in his environment, he was ready and available to help, to lead, and to make the environment he exists in a better one. Recently, Joshua has taken up speech competitions, and no matter how he places, he takes his newfound knowledge and shares it with other people. He has helped a number of individuals become their best selves, whether that be through debate, speech, or cadets. And Joshua has even given free music lessons in piano, trumpet, and clarinet. With the cadet community, Joshua has encouraged others, and the squadron's band has seen massive improvement as his leadership skills continue to grow. Within his role as a leader amongst his peers, he not only empathizes but effectively uses these connections to truly understand and further unite the group around him. These connections end up being the foundation of the group's sense of teamwork and also allow him to challenge his peers in a friendly manner. Joshua will continue to inspire others and take things he learns to foster a supportive environment for those around him. Every day he takes new steps in order to be the best and most helpful version of himself. Muhammad SAIM. Muhammad immigrated from Pakistan in 2008, a country with over 26 million undernourished people. When Muhammad first came to Canada, his family faced food insecurity. Muhammad not only identified a growing problem, but devised a creative solution. Muhammad's passion for helping others in his community was sparked by the barriers he encountered when immigrating to Canada. Muhammad witnessed the effects that these barriers create for Canadians, as many are worrying about their next meal. The issue of food insecurity motivated Muhammad to spearhead Zero Food Waste Foundation. In the past 1.5 years, a team of 3 has grown to 20 executives. This organization works with restaurants and bakeries in Calgary, Edmonton, Hamilton, and Ottawa to divert over 1 ton of food a week from the landfill, helping 30 nonprofit organizations. To date, over 145,000 pounds of food has been donated, more than 71,000 meals provided, and 5 buffets organized. Muhammad also volunteers for the Art of Recovery organization, helping host and plan art sessions at senior homes, hospitals, and mental health facilities. Similarly, Muhammad has helped organize art auctions, where attendees bid volunteer time, not dollars, for art showcasing mental health struggles. Currently, Mohammed is looking to create a non-profit organization that will help provide access to opportunities for underprivileged youth. He continues to be a prominent voice at his school's model United Nations Club. Mohammed shows consistency and determination in whatever he does and will continue to inspire others in his community. Stephen Dong. As a student at West Island College, Stephen brings a character that is open, sensitive, reliable, personable, and humorous to his many roles as a leader. Stephen can be seen leading in not only formal roles such as being current president of our school-wide Students' Council, but also through independent initiatives he has seen a need for. Examples of Stephen's inventive and problem-solving work includes a COVID-19 safe Halloween carnival. Stephen also organized the first ever school-wide used uniform sale, which raised over $13,000 so far to improve and modernize his school's facilities. Another need that Stephen noticed and helped create was his school's first comedy club. With the focus on academics always present in his school, this stand-up student comic program gives an outlet and no-pressure therapy for students who need a break. Outside of school, Stephen volunteers hundreds of hours by playing saxophone and piano for a local seniors' home. He has also led activities for Youth Central, where he helped initiate monthly Cooking for Your Family projects for youth, and is a junior editor for the Youth Are Awesome blog. His love for athletics also keep him busy. He is an all-star senior varsity volleyball player and a leader of his club team. He was the Exon Career School SAM Sports Award recipient for the leadership he displayed in volleyball and also gives back by coaching younger volleyball players at his school. Stephen's experience displays qualities of leadership, selflessness, and community involvement and is worthy of recognition.
Hi, I'm Matt Grant, Chair of the Youth Central Board of Directors. The friends and family of Al Doer and Al Doer himself are proud to once again sponsor the Youth of Distinction Awards in the Leadership category. Congratulations to all three finalists, Joshua Cheng, Stephen Dong, and Mohammed Saim. Hopefully next year we'll be doing this in person. And without further ado, the recipient for this year's Leadership Award is Mohammed Saim. Congratulations, Mohammed.
Hey everybody, this is Ward 3 Councillor Jyoti Gondek wishing you a great day for your Youth of Distinction Awards. I am really sorry that we can't be doing this in person, but you know what? With vaccinations ramping up, I'm sure next year we'll be able to come together. But for this year, I want to thank all of you who are nominated and all of you who have won awards for the amazing work you've done in our city and in your communities. You are truly amazing leaders. Not leaders of tomorrow, you're leaders right now. So congratulations on your successes and thank you for making our city a great place to live.
Hey, is that a basketball practice?
Not only am I the YODA alto sax player, I'm also the resident YODA basketball player. So why don't you guys all watch me take this no-look from behind shot. I guess I'm just having an off day. If only I had a coach to spark my passion for the sport, I'd be out of this plateau. Luckily, we have so many young athletes whose infectious enthusiasm empowers the youth of the city to do better. Our finalists in this category are influential and diligent individuals who have not stopped their passion for sports for themselves, but have also shared it with their whole community. They are true athletes in the sense that they are not only amazing in the sports that they play, but also encourage their fellow team members, as well as new beginners, to do the best that they can.
Sportsmanship Award is awarded to a youth who is passionate about athletics. They will demonstrate sportsman-like qualities such as mentorship, coaching, planning, and enthusiasm. While they don't have to be the most athletic nominee, they will show commitment to helping others recognize sport as an important part of their community. LEAH Thompson. LEAH is a competitive cross-country skier and has been a participant in XC Bright Creek Ski and Bike Society since she was 5 years old. LEAH demonstrates her passion for athletics by diligently attending every training session, fulfilling her training program and expressing interest and input into her personalized training program. LEAH also demonstrated her passion and commitment to athletics by moving to a high school with a flexible academic schedule, which allows her to dedicate more time to her training. LEAH uses her passion for athletics by empowering others. LEAH has volunteered as a coach and chaperone at a 3-day competition event called the Alberta Youth Championships. LEAH also takes time out of her busy schedule to attend coaching courses and to teach cross-country skiing. She is certified in first aid and is a ski coach through the National Coaching Certification Program. She will soon further enhance her teaching skills through a course with the Canadian Association of Nordic Ski Instructors. In addition to teaching skiing, LEAH designs and leads the program for her Jackrabbit skiers. The younger skiers respond well to her kind personality and her clear communication. Over the years, LEAH has gained more confidence and has learned to communicate and advocate to herself. She has set goals for herself and works very hard to accomplish them. Through her self-motivation, LEAH now demonstrates a much higher level of confidence and is genuinely committed to whatever she sets her mind to. Daisy ZHANG. Daisy is a competitive table tennis player who constantly goes beyond to train and improve. She has won a silver medal at the 2019 National Championships and won a bronze medal for U15 and placed in the top 8 for U18 at the 2019 US Open. Daisy also gives back to the community as an assistant coach for athletes aged 5 to 14. Daisy loves interacting with others and always tries to understand their stories. She combines her love for stories in sports with the athlete's perspective, a blog that features stories of both local and international athletes. She has interviewed over 30 athletes and 27 sports from 15 countries. As a team captain of the Calgary junior table tennis team, Daisy guides and encourages younger athletes. During quarantine, Daisy kept everyone involved and connected by creating weekly challenges. In addition to training over 10 hours a week, Daisy practices tirelessly on her own. Although training sessions don't typically include serving practice, Daisy gained a considerable advantage over most competitors in her serve by practicing on her own. During her free time, Daisy regularly analyzes videos of professional players. In quarantine, Daisy continued training by herself, refining her serves, practicing with a robot, and improving her physical strength. Over the years, Daisy has grown into a stronger and better person. Learning a sport goes beyond just the tactical skills. Daisy's discipline and organization has improved dramatically over the years, and she has learned to perform well under pressure. Matthew Tunbridge. Matthew has been playing volleyball for 6 years and was offered a spot on the Apex volleyball team. During the pandemic lockdown, Matthew went to the local elementary school every day and practiced his skills until Volleydome was open again. From July to October 2020, Matthew created his own league when Volleydome reopened. He gathered people of various skill levels to learn and teach the sport in games and practices. He involved a vast range of people and used the sessions as stress relief and a safe place for people to have fun. One of the players came from a difficult household, and by inviting him to play volleyball, Matthew was able to help him cut down on alcohol and smoking. The community he has formed is a positive and welcoming environment, and all are welcome. Matthew has an upbeat attitude, and his positivity motivates the whole team to work harder. Even in his league, he invites people that have never played volleyball before, and motivates them to love the sport as much as he does. In Matthew's everyday life, he has used the values he has learned from volleyball to face new challenges. With school sports, Matthew had to make sure his marks were good or else he couldn't play. This led him to work hard in school. The values that he uses in everyday life is punctuality, determination, and commitment. He is currently juggling 5 core classes, starting a side business, and has 2 jobs.
Hi, I'm Henry Sue, and I'm a board of director at Youth Central, as well as a former volunteer and team lead with the Youth Volunteer Corps and the Mayor's Youth Council. Today, I'm honored and privileged to be announcing the finalists and the recipient of the Sportsmanship category Youth of Distinction Award. I'd like to begin by congratulating our 3 finalists for today. They are Leah Thompson, Daisy ZHANG, and Matthew Tunbridge. Without further ado, I'd like to announce our winner this year, and that's Daisy Zhang. Congratulations, Daisy.
Thank you, Henry, for announcing today's recipient of the Sportsmanship Award. Whoa, Cindy, are you working on your new idea?
I just had a wonderful idea. I will make rocket fuel using only gummy bears. Oh well, that did not work out. But luckily, there are many more bright youth out there to advance our knowledge and society. With the Innovate Award, we are celebrating youth who demonstrate creativity, ingenuity, and originality. The finalists in this category of the Youth of Distinction Awards have used their creative solutions to solve many technological, social, and economic problems.
The Innovate Award is awarded to a youth who demonstrates creativity, ingenuity, and originality. The nominee will take an innovative approach to finding solutions in areas including, but not limited to, social, economic, or technological problems. Jonathan Zhou. Jonathan was motivated to develop an innovative solution when he realized that there were many students just like him who were curious about robotics, but had little opportunities to learn about the field. Jonathan was motivated to take initiative and co-founded a robotics non-profit organization, Western Mechatronics, and pioneered a new robotics club at his school. Jonathan has unique ideas, noticing teachers were having trouble identifying who's talking in class because everyone wore masks. He designed an LED voice-activated mask with his brother. The mask lit up every time he spoke and even had different levels of volume. Since January 2020, Jonathan has educated over 500 elementary, middle school, and high school students from across the province. More recently, he has been able to expand his non-profit and provide more opportunities to hundreds of students outside of Alberta with the help of his regional directors in Ontario and Houston. Despite the limitations of the pandemic, combined with the fact that robotics is complicated to teach without hands-on experience, Jonathan was determined to make his solution work. In addition to providing numerous free online classes, WestMech also hosted a virtual summer camp in 2020. Jonathan is currently working with a robotics club at his school and mentoring his peers in the design process as they create their own robot projects. With more than 50,000 collective views, he plans to continue recording his projects and uploading them to the internet to inspire others. Lachlan Van Egmond. With a return to school and required mask wearing, Lachlan noticed that many students were struggling with the discomfort and pain caused by wearing masks. After seeing his grade 1 bus buddy with his ears bent forward causing him discomfort, he decided to use his own equipment and skills to find a solution to this common problem. By choosing 3D printing as his method of production, he created ear savers out of reusable polylactic acid. Although the idea to 3D print models of ear savers was not original in itself, the changes to sizing of the devices, use of reusable plastic, as well as the idea of bringing them into the school and distributing them, made it an original solution to the problem. Lachlan has helped better his school community with this innovation by making it easier and more comfortable for students to protect themselves, ultimately improving student focus. Lachlan has demonstrated ingenuity by being able to recognize the problem in a social sense. He is also bettering his general community as many family and friends are interested in the product. Lachlan's inventive personality has inspired others as he furthers his endeavors. His multiple promising business ventures such as Found for Futures, a student-only crowdfunding platform, are sure to inspire others by showing how youth can innovate. Stanley Zhang. Stanley has a passion for technology and solutions to problems using computer science. He is constantly thinking of ways he can improve his projects to make them even more feasible. Every project he takes on, he does it with positivity and a goal to succeed. Stanley challenges himself and pushes his boundaries to build projects that are viable and can be implemented in the real world. Due to this, his projects are innovative, creative, and future-proof. Examples of his projects include a machine learning model that is able to detect COVID-19 pneumonia by using chest x-rays, as well as a drought prediction software based on satellite imagery and wildfire prediction models. These models take time to develop, and Stanley is dedicated to the process. His continued work in machine learning and computer science has landed him internships with small startup companies. His work towards finding solutions to environmental and health-related problems gives people a future to look forward to. His positive attitude inspires others to follow in his footsteps, solve problems, and contribute to society. He is also using a lot of his earnings from computer science events and internships to donate to charities, including the Calgary Humane Society. Stanley has the ability to incorporate his talents into a project that can benefit the world, rather than build something that has been done before. He is definitely inspiring the future.
Hi everyone, it's Jeff Lowe here, Chief Marketing Officer at Smart Technologies. And as a company who innovated to produce the world's first interactive whiteboard, we are thrilled to sponsor this year's Youth of Distinction Awards in the Innovate category. Congratulations to all three of our finalists. We have Jonathan ZHOU, Lachlan Van Egmond, and Stanley ZHANG. And although we're not together in person, I'm just as excited to be here virtually to announce this year's winner. So let's get on with it. The recipient for this year's Innovate Award is Jonathan ZHOU. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Hi everybody, Councillor Evan Woolley here. Thanks so much for having me out to this very important event. A huge congratulations to all of the finalists in the Youth of Distinction Awards. That's a mouthful to say. I just really wanted to thank everybody for their participation, their advocacy, their community activism. I have always been a huge champion of youth issues over my time in office. I'm actually really lucky to represent the youngest ward in the city, and I'm still connected to the high school that I went to. I represent the high school that I went to, and I think that the issues that you've all been working on are so important to not only the future of our city, but our province, country, and this world. The world is changing rapidly, and we need to lean in and pay attention to the issues and agendas that you have all set forward. Thanks so much again, and I look forward to seeing you all in person very soon here.
Man's best friend. Although, unfortunately, they come as a close second to the wholesome support shown by youth during these times of isolation. With the peer support category, we love to celebrate those friends that keep us going and run the extra mile for us.
The Peer Support Award is awarded to a youth who is a true mentor. This youth will have positively affected the life or lives of others. The nominee will have shown empathy and compassion while lending their support. Amanda Wong. Amanda, simply put, is a happy person. She's constantly smiling and brightening people's days with a joke or a hug. Amanda has struggled with feelings of loneliness and isolation more than she often admits, and strives to ensure that none of her friends feel the way she has. Amanda used to be shy, rarely speaking to the friend group as a whole, and that's changed in the past 2 years. Now, Amanda proudly addresses everyone with some new ideas for someone's birthday or a party she's planned. Every holiday, Amanda brings a collection of 24 small chocolates hand-folded into painted origami boxes and gives them out to each of her friends. This favor is rarely ever returned with more than a genuine thank you, and yet she has made these boxes since junior high. It can be easy to overlook the kind of things Amanda does for her friends, but over the years, it's the small gestures that makes her stand out. The COVID-19 lockdown put a heavy weight on many of Amanda's friends. Last summer, Amanda took it upon herself to help a friend that was feeling trapped in quarantine. Amanda would talk to her for hours on end. They'd stay up late, eventually reaching almost 200 hours of talking. When she makes someone's day a little better, it's obvious how much joy that brings to her. Amanda does little things for people and encourages others to do the same. Chalak Bata. Over the past decade, Jay and her family have gone through a difficult time. Through those moments, she has built empathy for others and an ability to help them in the best way possible. She has faced internal battles that many of us don't understand, but instead of giving up, she has fought and gained the strength to help others as well pass her learnings on. Jay volunteers as a Connect Teen and Crisis Line responder for Distress Center Calgary. She volunteers 30 hours a month, helping youth through issues they face on a daily basis. She also works with various students at her school, as well as at her tutoring center, helping peers and students through homework and daily life problems. Recently, Jay found out that a friend stopped going to therapy and taking their anti-anxiety medication. This resulted in the person having very depressive thoughts and anxiety. She checked in and talked to that person every day for 3 weeks, and finally encouraged them to talk to their guardians about their feelings, going back to therapy and starting their medication again. Jay looks at experiences and makes sure she understands them fully in depth. Helping others has allowed her to gain confidence in herself, gain listening, communication, and empathizing skills to be able to help and be a positive force for people around her. Jay has a strong work ethic and an understanding and ability to make people feel at ease. Mina Shersibber. Mina has a kind and loving heart and demonstrates natural compassion towards others. Having struggled with mental health issues herself, she is always concerned about the emotional and mental state of others. Mina is always there to give a kind and encouraging word to her peers. Growing up in the foster system, Mina grew close to several Indigenous families and communities. She has been traditionally adopted by both Blackfoot and Tsuut'ina families and follows the guidance of her elders closely. Mina attends many Diamond Willow Youth Lodge programs, including Elder Hours. She always brings positive energy to the group, and her light brings out the light in others. Through her kindness and positivity, she created a safe space for our Two-Spirit youth. Mina always ensured she has clarifying proper pronouns and making them feel a sense of belonging and acceptance in the programs. From the COVID-19 pandemic, through a mental health support group called the Gratitude Group. In this group, Mina was a huge support to others in their healing, even when she herself was healing from a recent loss. Mina has always grown in her own spiritual journey. She has reached out to many elders for guidance and support and has adopted their teachings into her own mental and spiritual wellness practices. Although she is not Indigenous by birth, she has a passion for learning about Indigenous culture and is upholding and carrying forward First Nation traditions.
Hi, my name is Jerry Lynn Daniels and I'm with RBC, and we're so pleased to be supporting the Youth of Distinction Awards in the Peer Support category. This year we have 3 amazing finalists, and they are Jaluk Bata, Amanda Wong, and Mina Shersibber. I wish we could have done this in person, but without further ado, congratulations to this year's winner, Jaluk Bata.
Hello to all of you incredible recipients of today. You are our leaders of tomorrow. My name is Jeremy Farkas, and I'm your Ward 11 councillor for the City of Calgary. I'm one of the youngest city councillors to ever be elected, and I credit so much of that to having some amazing mentors to help me along the way. It's been wonderful to learn all about you and your accomplishments and leadership, volunteerism, and how you've impacted your communities positively. I know it's not the same, that we can't come together and throw you the celebration that you all deserve, but those days are not far away. Your optimism and your inspiration are needed now more than ever. So from me to you, enjoy this moment, and thanks for building such a bright future for our city, province, and country. I look forward to seeing you soon.
The Perseverance category holds a special place in the heart of the YODA committee. We are always inspired by the heartfelt and impactful stories shared. With that in mind, we hope to recognize the inner strength that our finalists have demonstrated.
The Perseverance Award is awarded to a youth who has overcome adversity or an obstacle in their life. The nominee will take on challenges and demonstrate inner strength and perseverance. Amina Abdra Sukava. With her father losing his job and filing for divorce, her family's once comfortable life fell into financial insecurity. Amina was lost. She tried writing letters to her mom, begging to be heard, but they were always disregarded. For years, she had a difficult relationship with her father, until she realized he was the only one that listened. By then, he was forced to go work in Kazakhstan as a fast food worker to support Amina, her sister, and extended family. Through her determination, Amina was able to get involved in her community. She succeeded in student council, received awards at model UN conferences for peacemaking, and sits as an executive member on Interact Club, known for community and volunteering. She has also developed the Bag the Lunch program for children in Forest Lawn. She always has a warm smile and encouraging words for everyone she meets. Amina has learned to cope and gain the skills she needs to support herself. Whenever she puts her mind to something, she does it with her fullest potential. When asked why she is such a persistent and self-motivated person, she said that she doesn't want anyone to feel the neglect that she had. Amina wants to erase the impacts of her family's misfortunes on her own future. She demonstrates that anyone, even in the most isolating and unfortunate circumstances, can reach their goals and become the best versions of themselves. Luke Armstrong. Luke was diagnosed with major depressive disorder stemming from emotional and physical abuse. Luke continues to struggle daily with suicidal ideation and feelings of low self-worth. Last November, Luke asked to be taken to the emergency department as he no longer felt safe and was scared he would end his life. He was admitted to the psychiatry unit for 2.5 weeks. Every day is an obstacle for Luke, but he finds ways to cope with his struggles. Choosing to spend time with his family instead of retreating to his bedroom, taking his dog for a walk despite feeling exhausted, using creative outlets to take the edge off of his despair, Luke continues to prevail. Luke is a hip-hop dancer and artist and recognizes the positive benefits of these activities. He pours his experiences into his art and creates expressive pieces that impact others. He is a part of a pre-professional dance program called Gateway that includes 12 young people who want to pursue a career in dance. The unconditional support that Luke receives from his dance community has allowed him the opportunity to flourish as a creative artist and allows him to have a glimpse into a future. To continue to heal, Luke spends hours in psychotherapy and quiet reflection, which has enriched his understanding of self and his life choices. He is able to see things from other people's perspective and is demonstrative of his feelings while learning to appreciate brief moments of relief. Sydney Horrocks. Sydney has faced obstacles related to her health and mobility. Suffering from a congenital spine condition eventually led to spondyloptosis, which caused her spine to completely separate. Her first spinal surgery occurred at 11, with subsequent surgeries at 13 and 15. With each surgery came months of mobility rehabilitation and complex pain therapy. After her first surgery, her spine could not support the hardware, which caused extreme pain, loss of sensation in her legs, and limited mobility. At 13, she was told she was going to need a wheelchair for the rest of her life. Being quite athletic when she was younger, Sydney was no longer able to dance or swim competitively. This didn't stop her. She just changed her focus. She developed new skills in art and drama. She continued to volunteer with her sister's ballet school, sewing costumes, and supported her by attending all of her performances. Sydney joined Legacy, an environment club, and was elected to the Students' Union. She has also developed skills that have allowed her to have a part-time job along with excelling in school. Sydney doesn't take anything for granted. As a reflection of this growth into becoming an understanding and empathetic being, Sydney has received the Citizenship Award in school for the past 5 years. She genuinely enjoys learning about others and their experiences, which has helped her grow. Learning to advocate for herself and her health at a young age, Sydney understands the importance of equality and having a voice.
I'm Bryce Capsha, and I'm the Secretary on Youth Central's Board of Directors, and I'm here presenting the Perseverance Award on behalf of the Hunter Family Foundation. We're so proud of the nominees in the Perseverance category, and congratulations to all 3 finalists, Amina Abdrazakova, Sydney Horrocks, and Luke Armstrong. And without further ado, the recipient of this year's Perseverance Award is Luke Armstrong. Congratulations, Luke.
Hello, citizens. This is Councillor John Carlo Carafa, Ward 9. One of the things that I just absolutely love doing in this job and in the past is working with youth. I can tell you that when I sit down with school students, when I sit down with university students, when I sit down in a volunteer capacity with our youth, I realize that our future is in good hands. And the Youth of Distinctions Award recognizes emerging leaders in our youth and celebrates their accomplishments, and I share that wholeheartedly. Thank you so much for your service to our city, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish.
Thank you to all of you who attended our virtual ceremony and supported the YODA program. All of our award recipients are given a unique hand-blown glass piece. We would like to thank Campfire Glassblowing for creating these astonishing pieces.
And we would like to say a very big thank you to all of our award sponsors who helped make this unique recognition program possible. Our amazing award sponsors include ConocoPhillips Canada, the Friends and Family of Aldur, the Hunter Family Foundation, the Royal Bank of Canada, Sandstone Asset Management, Sentinel Storage, Smart Technologies, and the TD Bank Group.
We also want to give a huge thanks to our ceremony sponsors today: Calvert Home Mortgage, ConocoPhillips Canada, Harry and Martha Cohen Foundation, Matco Financial, Rotary Club of Calgary East, and Smart Technologies. Their support makes today possible.
And a very large thank you to today's special guests: Mayor Naheed Nenshi, Councillor Giancarlo Cara, Councillor Diane Colley-Urquhart, Councillor Jeremy Farkas, Councillor Evan Woolley, and Councillor Jody Gondek. Thank you all so much for your amazing inspirational words for today's event.
We from the YODA Committee would like to congratulate all of the finalists and recipients of the 2021 Youth of Distinction Awards. Congratulations! It is important now more than ever that we cherish the value of community. We have been honored to recognize amazing youth that have positively impacted our community.
And that concludes the 2021 Youth of Distinction Awards virtual ceremony. Thank you all for coming today, and on behalf of our committee, Youth Central, and everyone involved, thank you all for your support. We hope you had an amazing time at today's virtual ceremony. And with that, have a great day, and please stay safe. Goodbye.